Yeah,
Yeah,
that feels
same.
really obvious in hindsight, but hindsight 2020 and all that.
Welcome to The Story Thinker, a Webtoons and Witcher podcast for superfans with scene-by-scene analysis. Featuring sharp co-hosts for a fuller picture, we dive deep into character psychology, relationships, and theories. We'd love it if you could like, subscribe, comment, and rate us on all podcast platforms and social media. For bonus content, you can support The Story Thinker on Patreon. Let's begin.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 150 of Purple Hyacinth, which is a big number, by the way, 150.
I can't believe we're at 150 already. This is insane.
I remember when there was 1920, and then there's people who've been in there since Canvas days. It's wild.
That blows my mind. But this season seems like it went by really fast.
It's been almost
maybe it's just me. I mean, it's been almost a year. It came back February last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Huh. It's almost December now, so yeah, wild.
Yeah.
No, it feels like it's been 6 months, not a year.
We can measure our life by Webtoon seasons.
No, honestly, ever since I discovered Webtoons and Purple Hyacinth, but that's how I'm okay, so that's how I measure my weeks, by Mondays, and now that's how I measure the year. Apparently, oh, when are we gonna go on hiatus?
That's great. So, Agreeable, Abduction, and if it hasn't been clear, we're with Lily and Bundin. For I guess those who are not watching and only listening and can't, don't know all our voices already, since even though Lily and Bundin have been on,
I feel like you should know it by now.
Yes.
Yeah. We're on so much. It's our voices.
I feel like you're on every episode.
Almost, yeah. I feel like I need to take a break at some point.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have to
it's so
set
good.
up a schedule soon. Maybe on Sunday tonight if I get to it. Anywho, but this episode was, Lily, as you said. Well, okay, you know what? I'll let you guys say, what was the episode?
This episode, we knew it was going to be good. Almost all of our predictions came true, especially yours, Bundin, which we'll talk about that. But this episode slapped. This was better than I even thought it was going to be. This was incredible. I don't know what it is. It was almost season 1 Loon vibes, but the next progression of it, right? It's Loon 2.0. That's truly where we are. And I could go on forever. I'm so excited to talk about this episode. This was so good.
I just am so happy because a lot of what we wanted, like you said, came, but then we also got a lot of other stuff that was I wasn't really expecting, even though it feels obvious in hindsight, how involved Lauren is in being there while all the things are going down.
Yeah, I don't think, did anybody predict that? We all kind of predicted that because of the image that Soph streamed, that he would go, wake her up in the middle of the night and be hey, let's plan this, I need your help. But I didn't think she was going to be so directly involved in it. Which now looking back, I'm that makes sense because she knows 𝗫𝗏, so of course she could be there to calm her down and talk her through the situation. But I don't know. I guess I didn't think that was going to be the case.
Yeah, that feels really obvious in hindsight, but hindsight 2020 and all that.
Obviously, yes, but
yeah. And yeah, my same. As I was reading it, I was like, wow, everything we said collectively is just all came true in this episode, which is so nice. It's so gratifying to be right.
The growth of all the characters, especially Kieran, and the Loon banter. It is so good. It's so
getting
good.
Everything we want. We're getting a bit of everything we want. It's great.
It's lovely. All right, so let's start. We have a flashback, which we're not complaining of, the most beautiful panels ever. Yes, please give them to us again.
When I thought it was the thumbnails, when I saw we were getting it again, I was like, "Ooh, yes!"
You're exactly. We're getting a flashback.
I was telling Lily, I didn't use this picture in the episode it came in, and I was like, well, it's such a nice picture, I really want to use it. I was like, I'll bet you it will come back again, and it's the thumbnail. So
she was right. She was right. It was too good not to use again. Truly.
Yeah, the amount that Soap works on that on stream, I remember watching the stream, it's
it was so forever. Yeah, you and I were messaging back and forth. We're like, this is taking forever, but it's so good. All the layers and everything.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I'd have the patience to be an artist like that. I can't spend so long.
No, there's no way. I have zero patience.
Yeah.
None for that.
10 minutes and that's it. All right. So yeah, he gets his instructions, and now we are seeing what happens afterwards. Purple Hyacinth. He is in the mirror. Okay. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, whoa. We're getting the same mirror episode where he looks in the mirror and he hates himself and he sees himself all bloody. Starts out that way. Starts out like that resentful look in his eyes where he hates himself. You see that it's serious. He looks, and then we have this messy hair, Kieran, like it just came out of the shower. There's hair all over his eyes, massive blue eyes. And then you see she's totally tricking us up. We see the sword and the glove and the mask, and it's oh no, Kieran, he's gonna go do his mission. Well, we know he's not, but still, we think he is. He's putting on his gloves, he's picking up his sword, he's putting on his mask, and you're what's he doing? He's jumping on the roof. Oh no, he's going to do some killing. And he's doing some more jumping and more jumping. Oh my gosh, I have to say,
all across the city,
right? This whoop 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 whoop.
And this is why this man is so muscular, people. This doesn't work out.
I will say, jumps 20 feet from one roof to the next in one bound.
I just want to add that when he was gearing up, I was like, this is what he does every time he has to kill somebody, but also man looks so good in this outfit.
It's the tiniest little panel, but it's him tucking in his shirt, and you just get the sliver of hip bone. And I know I'm being the biggest simp right now, but I was
wait, where did I? Oh my gosh, I didn't even
look. See, he's grabbing the sword, and it's literally just it's the little hip dip right there.
Wow.
That's just
why did I miss that? Thank you,
Lily.
How
did you miss that?
I noticed
the ecstasy of the episode.
I read it too fast. I sort of remember it the first time. I thought it was taking off his shirt, but wow, thank you for pointing this out, Lily.
That's what's kind of fun about doing the podcast right after it drops, because it's almost more of a reactionary than us marinating on theories for 3 days and then coming up with stuff. They're both good, but doing them right after are kind of fun, because then you discover stuff like this.
Yeah, it's kind of we're sort of piecing things together in real time. So it's
exactly. Ooh. Yeah, the important things like this sliver of Kieran's hip. Barrel.
Yes. Oh, we're terrible. We're so bad.
So bad.
I mean, so mature and grown up.
Yeah, very mature.
Yeah, mature as in mature.
My doggy, Brownie. There's
yes,
my dog.
I know. I noticed him. He's so cute. Very sweet. So he's jumping on the roof and he's climbing a balcony. This is all the stuff he does when he kills people. We see him opening the door, and then we see him silhouetted against these fancy balconies, which reminds me, by the way, of the chandelier room, right?
Yes, it's the same. It's a parallel. It's the same silhouetted background to chandelier. And I also think that, didn't he have a silhouetted frame like that whenever he was in the tower?
They always kind of silhouette him. There'll be red silhouette, and it's just him in black and the red behind him, or anything like that.
About it, we've only had so few scenarios where we really see him as the PH. Even though we've had almost full 3 seasons,
right?
We haven't really had very much of seeing him in true PH.
Well, I think Foot was right, because we, as readers, we wouldn't want to see him commit too many murders, and then we wouldn't like him.
No, exactly. And he spent the entirety of season 2 trying to earn back Lauren's trust. So there was no PH action in season 2, and we got very little of it in season 1. So it's cool to see that come back.
Yep. So it's building up to show you he's doing his mission, and you think that he's going to kill someone again, without the background context of last chapter, but still. And you see him walk across the floor, and I was even wait, fancy floor, fancy house, is this Darcy? And then you see him look, he has that ominous look, and then you see Lauren. So you're yep, Lauren's sleeping peacefully in bed.
I just I was thinking the amount of times this man is going to break in through her balcony, and I like that they bring it up later, but it's just
exactly. This man could do it with his eyes closed at this point.
Well, let's hope he does. I mean, not necessarily with his eyes closed, but let's hope he keeps coming into her room, in the middle of the night. Just saying.
Yeah, we're fine with that. With consent,
oh yes.
But no, I love the panel of him just looking at her sleeping for a second, because it's reminiscent of the panel of him watching her sleep after the factory arc in his apartment. It just gets me in the feels every time.
Nothing like it.
I normally hate the watching you when you're sleeping trope, because it got so ick for me with Twilight.
Oh.
But this is done well, I will say that.
Well,
also,
Kieran can get away with anything.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, I was right. I may not have gotten the emotions and stuff that I wanted, but that was written before the Nero fake assassination plot. So, like, priorities. It would have been weird if we had that now. That would have been like a weird break in like the flow.
Right.
But I predicted everything else, and a win is a win.
Yes.
A win is a win.
Yes. Exactly. Amazing. Such a glorious.
You called it. You really called it.
Thank you, insomnia, keeping me up at night.
Yeah, I know, it's so gratifying. Yeah, so he's watching her sleep, and then he does, a very romantic gesture, which everyone,
I'd be fine with it. I'm putting that out there. I'd be fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
wake
with
me up like
Kieran,
that anytime. If it's Kieran.
If it's Kieran, yeah.
If it's Kieran, yeah.
Yeah. So he puts his hand over her mouth, and she wakes up. She's like, immediately, and he's like, and then she rightfully is like, he takes his hand away. She is still wide-eyed, looking very cute, and she's like, Kieran! Whisper screaming.
Whisper screaming. There's a lot
Every
of
time he breaks into her room, she whispers
frames.
Oh my god, this poor girl. She's like clutching the blanket to herself because she's in her nightie, which it's like got some straps. It's like it's nice.
I could have sworn she went to bed that night in a long sleeve one.
I know. I was thinking.
That's
I'm pretty sure
too. But was that the previous night, or was it?
I thought it was the same night, just because they didn't really show.
Definitely had the like 𝗪𝗵𝗱 nightie on. Like we talked about this. She had that long ass nightie.
I don't know
what episode was this? Let's see.
This was 2 episodes ago. The happy one.
Right, it was after the date.
He does like after they're like, after they leave the hospital, he goes and meets the messenger, and it's the same night where she's wearing that nightie, right?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know if maybe that's they're just trying to imply
that
it's
to the top, people.
That's what I'm saying. It's like super high neck.
That's hilarious.
It's either that it's supposed to imply that it's another night or continuity error. And I don't care. I'm happy we got the sleeveless now.
Oh my gosh, you guys, what I'm noticing just now on this read? So the one where the panel where she's saying Kieran with the whisper screaming, if you look at her left arm, she's got the scar.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Just noticed that. Cool
detail. Love that.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's
so you remember the scars,
you
you don't remember what her pajamas look like, right? Like, so come on. But
I'm assuming that's her bullet wound.
Yeah.
Right?
Looks like
no, I think that's when he stitched her arm.
But isn't it on the same arm?
Is it? Could be.
It was the same arm. I think it was the same arm. But it was higher up. The stitches that he did were higher up, and I think the bullet wound was like further down her bicep.
I don't know. Either way, there is a scar there where we know she's been wounded multiple times. So
fair.
Yeah. And she's like, "What the hell are you doing here? Do you want to get yourself killed, you reckless idiot?" He looks shocked, surprised at her. He looks like a little boy.
Like, what? He's like, she has this much energy at 1 a.m.
Yeah, he has that energy. But he's like surprised that she's yelling at him, like really. And he just smirks and he's like, "Damn, someone's real grumpy when they wake up. Look, what a cute face. Oh my god.
On your mouth.
How could this boy be so cute? It's assassin, why cute?
So cute.
He goes from like hot to cute in like a second.
The devious little smirk.
Oh, she was so brilliant, did herself this episode. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my gosh. And Lauren looking all grumpy. She's like, "What time is it even? Looks like it's the middle of the night. What are you doing here? How did you get in?"
But she's like, how you cover herself.
Yeah, even higher.
Like, I'm not wearing a bra. She's like, "I know you've seen me naked.
He's seen her naked before."
Won't help, Lauren. Just own up to it. Face it. Face the music. And he's like, "Let's just say our face adversary is more fearsome than your balcony door. And it's 1 a.m. if you want to know." I feel like her balcony door should be secured a little more now that people are after her.
I think that she would have, after she complains of so many people barging in, you'd think she'd get a better lock system. Yeah. Not that it would deter Kieran anyways.
That might be sus though. Like, "Uncle, I think I need new locks on my balcony." No, they're not broken. what if someone breaks in? Her uncle's gonna be like, you
Well, I
beat
mean,
the
she
shit
is
out of
supposed to
them.
be lying low.
Right.
People are after her now because of the Green situation. So it would just make
True. I feel like the Phantom Sect would find a way. That's just me.
Yeah. It's like, so why are you? And then he
it's
looks.
the panel. It's the panel.
He's so sad. Look at him. But then he says, I'm here because I need your help, Lauren. Oh, what could be
The
better?
progression.
What
Drop
could
the
be better?
phone, people. We have made it so far. This is everything. This is everything with his development.
Oh my gosh. No. Okay. Yes. For anyone to say that they need help, and this is like the exact opposite. Kieran goes from Mr. Lonely, Mr. I don't have anyone in my life. I can't rely on anyone. There's no one I love. There's no one who loves me back. I'm all alone. I'm a horrible person. I can't fix my situation. To I have a thing I have that I don't want to do. The thing that makes me a monster. I don't want to do it. And now he has an out. He has a way to help himself. He has a way to not do it with help of another loving human being who cares.
Just the fact that he had somebody to process all of that with, and not just anybody, it was his partner. And I know we just had like, what was it? What was the episode that was just before the one that was supposed to be the foil? That was a couple of the foil to 43. It wasn't 143. It was like
142 was when she's like, we're partners.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that one? That's the one where he's like, we need to like not be involved, and Lauren's like, huh, shut up, subordinate.
No, who was it? I don't think I was on that episode, but it was the one where it was like the 43rd episode of season 2.
Oh, I can't even remember what was in that one. Was that just like them investigating?
I think it just happened, but I know
105. So it was it's 105 plus 43, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 152. Right? No, 148. Sorry.
I wasn't good at math.
I know. I was like, wait, we haven't even gotten there yet.
Sorry.
It's okay.
148, right?
Can't math. But no, just seeing his growth and development, because the entire issue that happened in season 1, of course, was like, the climax of 43 and him not going to Lauren and sharing those details, and all of season 2 having to earn their trust back. And you just see all the difficulties that they had in season 2 because they were working on their own, but ended up realizing that they're doing the exact same thing, but still not turning to each other for help or communicating. And now we have this, and he's asking for help, and it's just
my thing I'm curious about is like, I don't know if Lauren realizes exactly why he's hesitating to kill her, because I do think a big part of it is that like he just doesn't want to kill in general anymore. But I think a big part of it is the fact that 𝗤𝗏 is Bella's girlfriend.
Well, that's exactly what I think. I think it's because it's Bella's person.
So, but Lauren doesn't know that, because remember, we were about to get that late, like at the end of the episode, she mentioned like him not being the first assassin that she's met or whatever. And that sort of implies that she knows, but then Lauren's like, what do you mean? Like, Lauren doesn't know that she and Bella are involved, so it's like, she doesn't know that Kieran is basically saving 𝗫𝗏 because that's his bestie's girlfriend, right? Like, so I'm like,
𝗫𝗏 is also like kind of loosely in her social circle. Like, I wonder how much she's told him about like, oh, I saw her at the ball, like she and I, like she was at my Christmas, not the New Year's party, we've kind of become friends, like she's supposed to be engaged to Will, who's my best friend. Like, I wonder if he knows those details, because that does make it somebody much closer to Lauren personally. And he said he would never kill anybody close to her.
They mentioned some of that in 135, I think, maybe when Lauren is like looking back at all the like other interactions, but like I'm not sure like exactly, but like
I don't remember her mentioning it explicitly, but it could have been behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's amazing. We love it. They're just getting so close. It's
healing.
Such a turnabout.
Theme of the entire, didn't they say the whole theme of the entire webtoon is healing? It's like that's exactly what we're getting.
Beautiful. So now we see them in action. We don't even see a plan. We just see them going straight to the action. They're both hurtling across the roofs together, more jumping. They're going, I think it's the same roofs, just going backwards. And now they get to this fancy house, fancy balcony. Fancy Florence.
Another one.
Right. It's fancier than Lauren's. We must admit.
Way fancier.
Columns, they're sneaking in the back door, they're dressed up, and then she like is about to like she reaches her hand to the door and she stops. She's like, do we just knock or break in? And Kieran's like such a dark humor. He's like, gotta admit, I never had to ask myself that question before.
It's like usually
you can't give your victims like a heads up, that you're coming in.
Right.
But it's established that Lauren's the one who knows how to pick locks. But then again, I'm pretty sure Kieran probably should know as well if he like is able to sneak into these places without being noticed. So like,
No, he can definitely pick locks. Didn't he pick a lock in episode like
2?
Did he? I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, I think we see him picking one, but I could be making that up. I'd have to go back and see it. But I think it's so funny that they're wearing their like moon face coverings, but Lauren with her like red ass hair doesn't have it covered.
So yeah.
It's like when Kieran wore the red ninja outfit, it's like, sir, what are you doing?
Right.
You're not a clown, you're the whole circus. And when they snuck into the car, Tumithia, and he's in that bright, like, well, not bright red, but he's in this red ninja outfit, and it's like, bruh, Lauren is in all black ninja shit, and you're just hair in this bright red, like, easily.
I know. And Lauren is the only one with red hair, at least that we see in the comics. This is not a super common hair color. This is not brown or black.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it more entertaining for us. So she's like, yeah, I noticed that. It might be a healthy habit to pick up when you show up in the middle of the night at my place. It's like, is that consent for future nightly visits?
Another one, thank you.
Deceased. I am dead. I am deceased. The banter, the loon banter is just seeing them work together, dressed up, the banter. It's got such Loon 2.0 vibes. It's so good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is like
sorry.
You go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, he is pushing the like dating thing so hard. He's not
it's every episode. It's every episode that they're together at this point. There's some kind of innuendo. I'm here for it, but this man is pushing it.
Becoming more and more frequent, and I'm loving the atmosphere in this club right now.
Like Lauren, just give in and date the man.
Yeah.
Real already.
I swear one day he's gonna say make another one of these jokes, and she's gonna be like going along with it, like either as a joke or as like real thing, and then he's just gonna explode.
Oh, he's gonna. We've been calling this for the longest time.
Yeah,
so I can't wait to see it actually happen because we're gonna
be like, whoa,
we've been calling this for a long time.
Yes, exactly. And she rolls her eyes. She's like, as if my consent would change anything.
Her eyes are going to be permanently stuck in an eye roll.
Yeah. Every time he makes one of these jokes, it's just she wants to
massive eye roll,
stab him, like all these things.
So they knock on the door, and then Lauren said, Nira wakes up or gets up. And she's like, Nira, it's Lauren Sinclair. And Nira's like,
It's like
not here to harm you.
Am I dreaming?
Right? Like, why? Balcony, what? Is we're not here to harm you. We need to talk. And Nira's getting out of bed. She's like, we? By the way, I just noticed her bed is
She's wearing the high neck nightgown.
Also, it's the same one, by the way. I noticed the same collar.
It is, yeah.
Hollis fashion. She also has not even. I'm kind of assuming this is just a sort of drawing thing, but she's like on top of her blankets. Even later, also by the way.
You're right. Interesting.
I got I don't know why I thought she was like maybe reading or something, but I'm like, well, her lights are off.
Yeah, but all her lights are off. At 1 a.m.
Yeah. I was like, that ain't right. Girl. I mean, I fall asleep on top of my covers and stuff a lot, but I like the lights are just on, so
yeah. Whatever.
That just goes to show you, like, Soph is so dedicated because it's harder to draw like the bottom half of the person with the angles and the wrinkles of the dress and everything. It would have been easier to just throw her under the cover.
Yeah, and she's like, we? And Lauren says, the Phantom Scythe has discovered you're a royal spy. You're in great danger. We want to help you. Promise not to scream. And she nods. And Lauren enters. She's like, good. It's going to be a very, very long talk. And yes. And then Kieran's like, hi, Nira. a little more seriously than that. But yeah, he just pops in. We are Loon.
Oh my God. This panel, did it give anyone else chills? It gave me chills just seeing the We Are Loon.
It's like
the one time that they admit that they're Loon little way. Like there's no like pressing things, nobody discovering it secretly. They're just like, hi.
I just love the idea of like Kieran like rounding the corner like all bashful, like, hey Mayra. Hi.
It's so sweet. And it's like they're so united. We are Loon. They're a team. That's it. Like that's Lauren and Kira, they're a we forever and ever. Amen.
Yeah, amen.
And so now, we've kind of we flash forward through the explanation part, which I'm glad. And Lauren's sitting at the desk. There's a candle over there, which is interesting. I never saw it. Stuff being lit by candles, but okay. And we have
probably not to show that like lights are on.
They have electricity.
I don't know. Maybe like the electricity shows more under the door, or like I don't know. Candles are easy as well. I don't know. I've seen like in Kieran's house, he has like one bulb
Kieran's
and
had some
like
candles.
Lights.
Yeah, he's had some candles too.
So Nira seems to be getting dressed behind a screen, and then she pops out. She's like, "All right, I'm ready." She looks a little smiley. She's really very cute, and she's like, "This is completely insane," and she's laughing. "You're either saving my life or kidnapping me in the most entertaining way I ever heard of." And she's so cute. She's packing her bag. So I actually have a bag very similar. She, as everyone has pointed out, has an adorable outfit. Darcy just really has amazing outfits.
She looks great.
Yes.
I love the outfit. It looks like it's like Beauty and the Beast to me. Doesn't it look like a very Belle outfit? She does kind of look like Belle right there.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like the
no, but like, can we just talk about Nayra and how like we just all kind of were on the money that she was going to be excited about being kidnapped? Yeah, and that's what just makes her such a great character. Like any other character would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, this is amazing. I've been waiting for this. Let's go. Thank you for kidnapping me. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, I was about to say I love seeing that like side of her of like I'm so miserable in my current situation. I've been looking forward to something like this happening for years. I am ready. I have my bag packed, ready. Let's get the show on the road.
I got my bug out bag ready to go.
Yeah, like literally everything we said. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, everything we said comes true. Like we'll see a little later. But yeah, she says, "I always knew this day would come, but I didn't expect my assassin to kindly offer to stage my murder." And I didn't expect him to show up with you, of all people. Yep. And Lauren's smiling at her. She says, "I just knew there was something peculiar about you as well, ever since that show. A lady of your rank, unfazed by a violent death, with a good instinct when it comes to poisons." No. She says, "Good work, detective. I've been working for the Queen for a long time, but truthfully, it wasn't my choice. But the appearance initially pushed for me to become a court lady, and once the Queen noticed my skills, I became a hound before I knew it. I hate to be serving their interests." And Lauren's surprised, and she's like, "Really?" And Darcy continues, "The Avastars do not deserve to be monarchs," with a like, nice swish. "Not when they watch their people die of hunger in miserable conditions from within their golden castle. The rich get richer, while the poor get poorer. The cycle needs to be broken somehow. At first, I thought that getting close to the Queen, becoming her most trusted court lady, would allow me to influence her somehow. But gods, I was wrong." Okay.
There was a lot of parallels to this conversation to the episode, and I don't remember the number, the one where Lauren and Kieran are in Grey Chapel. And he's kind of giving that whole spiel about, the monarchy and that we need a revolution and all of these things. But it's just so interesting because it's on the same level of like, that's what Kieran's ultimate motive was to get close to. He thought that he could have influence by getting close to the leader, right? And Nayra,
I thought he was just trying to get to the leader to kill him, but that was
to kill him. But like he thought that he could have influence by like getting close to, and he like never really could. He like kept trying to find the apostles and like could never really like break through.
Yeah.
through that, right? And like it looks like 𝗫𝗏 couldn't either.
Yeah.
Like obviously she wasn't trying to kill the queen, but she was trying to have like some kind of influence and realize it's a lot harder than she suspected.
Yeah, it makes sense that she would work for 𝗏𝗂 because 𝗏𝗂's the exact same way, right? He's working from within to try to change them. It's really nice to hear her motivation, you know, to hear her talk about it and to hear that she has idealistic motives. We figured as much, but it's nice to have that confirmation.
Yeah.
And she says, "You're not the only one to have tried," Lauren says, which, you know, then she goes into the person that tried. 𝗫𝗏, well, I think Lauren's talking about her parents, but anyway. No, never mind. Sorry, scratch that.
No,
they didn't try for them. Sorry.
𝗏𝗂.
And Darcy says, "Only 𝗏𝗂 gives me hope. He's the only one I trust at court. That's why I've been working for him from the sidelines, informing him of what the queen and ministers are scheming behind everyone's backs." And Lauren's like,
so worried for you guys. I think this is a death flag for 𝗏𝗂. I think we're just it's gonna be him. He's dead is him. I'm calling it.
Okay, wait.
I got like just more sus vibes, but that's just been the norm for the past like however many episodes. So like I'm just like
they keep bringing him up.
They do keep bringing him up. That's just why I'm like, oh, he's the one who's giving hope to everybody. Watch him be involved in some shit. Like, oh no. But I still think
maybe that's what will spur a lot of action in the start of the next phase of the revolution. Is if he dies.
I don't want 𝗏𝗂 to die.
We don't want it. I'm just saying.
I mean,
somebody has to die.
Someone has to die. Yeah.
Someone has to die. Yeah.
I'm already sad in advance.
I'm not asking for multiple deaths. I'm just saying somebody has to die.
We're terrible. But we want it for a good cause. We want the story to be good. Therefore, someone has to die.
Exactly. Also, you can't tell us he's dead and then have another fake out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We cannot have that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Darcy says, "If Loon ever needs a third member, I'd be more than happy to help. As he's may suspect, I've gained quite the experience these past years," which I know many people in the fandom, including we must give an honorable mention to Fu, have been like dying for 𝗫𝗏 to be part of Loon and for like 𝗫𝗏 and Bella to be helping them.
We want everyone. We want everyone, the main six, to be a part of Loon.
Yes.
They would call it's like 𝗪𝗏𝗡, but more. Wasn't 𝗪𝗏𝗡 just
what can we include? Can Bella and 𝗫𝗏 be like stars or something? Like I don't know, something else in the sky that would be
celestial.
There.
Like their own kind of. I know what would be a good name.
I love that the Loon and Soleil pairing is called eclipse. I think that's like the.
I know it's so cute, but I feel like Bella and 𝗫𝗏 need their own.
Yeah, we will discuss this amongst our
we'll discuss
Constellation,
Yeah.
Big Dipper, Ursula. I'm just thinking of Constellation.
Comet. I don't know.
The Milky Way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lots of options.
But I just can't wait. I can't wait for everyone to start interacting. That's what I was saying in the Discord before we hopped on to record. Like, this is just going to be a whole new vibe of PH. Like, now we're getting all these people who have not interacted. We've seen all these people, like, they have their own episode or it cuts and it goes to them, and now they're all going to be interacting, and I cannot wait for it.
Bella and
figure out who they know each other.
I need Bella and Lauren to talk. They've only
like right now, like we have all
distance.
been waiting for Bella and Lauren to talk forever, and I just can't wait for Bella to show up and realize that her girlfriend is alive, and then for Lauren to be like, "Oh my god, wait, you know 𝗫𝗏? Wait, you were dating? Wait, what?" And it's gonna be
all of this while Bella's beating the shit out of Kieran in the corner.
It's gonna be great. I just want what?
Go on.
No. I just want Bella to like roll in, like guns blazing, ready to beat the shit out of Kieran, like screaming bloody murder, like how dare you murder my girlfriend? I would at least warn you if I came after your girl. And she's just like sitting there drinking tea, like she does like in 𝗏𝗡 episodes.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see her face. Can't wait.
It's gonna be so good.
Yes.
So I guess a question. Yeah. Do you think they're gonna actually work together? Nera, Bella, Will. I mean, I think especially with Will, there might be some drama, like we talked about that.
I
Leading to that,
agree.
like his
Yeah.
betrayal, his feeling, not updated by Lauren. So do you think they're actually gonna all work together?
I think Nera's gonna work with them. I feel like Will is gonna have some conflicts because I feel like Nera's death is gonna be like the straw that broke the camel's back, and he's gonna be like, "Dad, fuck is happening? Did you murder Raphael's fiance? Like, what is happening? What's going on?"
You have a track record of murdering fiancés, so
yeah,
right up your alley.
And like just all of this like stuff going on with him. I feel like Kim would be more easy to get on board. Like they're both going to be shocked. I don't think they'll both be on board right away, but I feel like Kim would adjust it more because she and Lauren had like all that. So that seems like it'll just be an easier sell. Will's going through some stuff. He's personally very hurt by the things that have been happening. And yeah, it's just going to be a lot of stuff for him in particular to deal with. And then Bella, I don't know if she'd even want to work with Kieran, even though he saved Nera, but like maybe it's just she needs to cool down, maybe, but I don't know.
I mean, she has to cool down and obviously get over the shock, but after the last episode and seeing like her mental breakdown, I think that she's actually going to be totally in on ganging up with the rest of them because she has really kind of screwed herself over with her alliances with like Redcliffe and the leader. Like she outed herself with that outburst and like beating the shit out of him. Like she can't go back from that. Like he knows now that she will kill him. Right?
I mean, I don't know. He was able to play her
order was from the leader.
He was able to manipulate her so easily in the last episode, right?
I know, and it drives me crazy. That's like the thing about her character that drives me crazy is that she's so easily manipulated by him, and obviously, like that's the thing that she has to get over with her character. But it just drives me crazy. I'm like, just kill him. But I mean, she said like now she doesn't have Redcliffe's alliance and she's going to be against the leader now because the leader's the one that ordered the kill and she's never going to forgive the leader for ordering the kill for her girlfriend. So she is not going to be aligned with either of them now. So she can just go and be a part of 𝗪𝗀.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's going to be a 3-person operation for now, but I feel like the final form is 6. When the other 3 come in, I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to get all 6. I feel like that could just be everything going too smoothly.
I mean, like end potentially,
yeah,
but like
but it's going to take everyone a long time to get on board.
And then some like mix and match. Some people might go for whatever reason. But I feel like 6 will be. We will be 6 at one point. At that point, it could be in the distant future, a la season 4. But.
That's awesome.
I can't wait.
And I mean, Lauren kind of like already invites her. She's like, "I'm very glad you want to collaborate with us, but I'm still surprised how easily you accepted the fact that Kieran is the purple Hyacinth." And then Bella gives a smirk and she's like, "He isn't the first phantom assassin I've encountered."
Now we have confirmation that she knew.
She knew she accepted Bella,
right? Like that's been kind of the like back and forth. Does she know? Did she know? Did she have like an inkling? Did she suspect? Did she actually know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were debating this even like the last podcast, I think, right? So I love this confirmation, but also this just tells us that Bella's insecurity about her being an assassin is gonna like keep them apart and gonna drive Nera away is just completely false. Nera's into that. I low-key think like Lauren looking at her like
she loves it. She's like, this is the exciting life I want. This is great.
Yeah, like Lauren looking at her, she's like, huh. And then thinking about herself, she's like, huh. She's like, I'm seeing a parallel here.
I'm so happy though. I'm so happy that she knows and accepts it because I had a feeling that she did know or like suspect it at least. And I wasn't really into the idea of the direction the relationship was going if she didn't know and it was something she had to like come to terms with later. I just didn't really like the idea of like where that arc would go. But I do love the idea that she already loves her for who she is, or did love her, loves her currently for who she is and accepts it. But it's just driving me crazy that they never talked about it. This is driving me crazy. Like, this is what drives me crazy about the relationship. I'm like, can you guys just not freaking talk for like 2 minutes? Like,
but think of the drama. Think of the dramatic moment that we're gonna get when Bella's like,
the moment of drama is gonna be great. But I'm like, y'all have been dragging this out for years. Like, this has been dragged out for so long. If y'all had just talked about it and everybody was okay.
Well, to be fair, like, how easy is it to tell the girl that you're in love with that you're a ruthless assassin working for the anti-establishment while you work for literally the highest power in the land?
She could have brought that up because 𝗫𝗏, I'm sure, knew that it like ate her up inside to not tell her. You know what I'm saying?
And then they also broke up, like, however many years ago did they break up?
2.
I mean, it's been a while, but I'm talking about like when they were together, you know? And I'm sure she thought that that was a part of the reason that they broke up. Like, I guarantee you, like, 𝗫𝗏 is one super smart cookie. She knows that that's a part of the reason why they had to break up.
The question is when did she find out? Did she find out when they were still together or afterwards?
I hope that they bring that up maybe like when 𝗫𝗏 and Bella actually
that's a good point, Mindy, because that could definitely clear that up. But I feel like she probably had an inkling, because the way that they even met, the way that they met, and she swooped in and saved her and beat the shit out of those guys, like, come on. She knew. She freaking knew. They just didn't talk about it.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to their encounter. I think it'll be very dramatic and explosive, and Bella will be like, "What? You left me?"
Anyway? It's gonna be super dramatic. It's gonna be dramatic and cinematic, and it's gonna be wonderful. And I hope they ride off into the sunset together. But
Kieran's gonna be like bleeding in the corner because Bella just beat him up, even though she saw her both.
Could we not? That boy has been beat up so many times already. Like,
listen,
5 minutes,
like,
please.
I recognize that it was the best call. But this is Belladonna Davenport we're talking about. And that is her best friend that they have a pact and understanding.
No. Like, Bella's going to try to beat him up, and then, like, Lauren's going to jump in front of him. And then he's going to have this moment of, like,
you think she's going to try and beat Lauren, too? Like, we saw what she just did to this man who was, like, her dad. You think she's going to care about beating up?
I don't know, unless Bella's had orders to protect Lauren.
Do you think she's gonna care about orders since her girlfriend died? Like,
they're drinking tea and everything's gonna be fine.
Amen.
Yeah, no, I'm just chilling. Like, I feel like a good punch in the face at least, but like, you know,
or
like
just another
just, like,
smack in the ribs or the stomach. You know, like she kneed him in the stomach in 150.
Him just being like, I probably deserve
just
that.
Like a nice good, like, you know, ribbing.
Well. Yeah, you know, it's funny that you said Bundin, that he feels he deserves it. He for sure feels he deserves it. I'm sure he'll, you know, even if not for this particular scene,
because he takes his pact with Bella very seriously. So like, I'm sure, like, you know, he's just, I have to, like,
even
like Lauren, I haven't told you one other thing. She's actually dating my friend Bella the assassin, and she's probably gonna show up here any second now. Better run.
So awkward.
Yeah, so like, you might want to stay by my side because she might try and hunt you down and do something to you for revenge. So
yeah, keep your gun out, girl.
And be like, let's put Darcy right at the beginning of the cave. Darcy, you sit here, put your chair right by the entrance. I know it's cold.
I'm gonna put you in a blanket.
That rocking chair that we know he has from 43.
We'll give you a little fire. We'll give you a little blanket so that you don't
give you a book. We'll give you a book on poisons, since you know about like poison.
What you were reading. But also, just one other thing before we go, I love her face in the thing. She's like, she's in the first kind of like the assassin I've encountered. It's like she's so pleased with herself looking. She's like, encounter.
Like, you don't know anything about me, girl.
Yeah, she had many an encounter with a certain one, hasn't she?
Very intimate encounters.
Oh god. I think it's also maybe a little bit of like fondly reminiscing, you know, about the person you love. Like when you talk about someone you love, you get a little smile on your face. So maybe it's also that.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just like my girlfriend is like on this man's level. This man doesn't scare me.
Yeah, and Laura's like, she starts saying something, but then knock knock, delivery boy's here. It's Kieran with a parcel under his arm, and everyone's like, "Yo, my delivery boy can look like that."
What did they say? Sexiest Amazon driver of all time.
I didn't see that. Oh my god.
His chin totally changed here, but it's okay.
Yeah.
He's like a square jaw. And on the menu today, a human heart straight out of the morgue and 3 liters of blood, pig blood for your bedroom makeover. So both our predictions were correct.
So both were the predictions. I called the pig part, but it does make sense that he would use a human heart.
Yes, yeah, me being like, he probably went to the morgue or something. Spot on. I mean, it's not like there's only so many options he would have had for real though, and I'm pretty sure like a coroner could have told the difference between a human heart and a pig heart.
Definitely.
So yeah, makes sense.
No, they for sure could tell the difference.
I had a question for Nurse Lily. Does a person lose 3 liters of blood when they're like viciously stabbed at a reasonable amount?
Doesn't the average
that's a lot? I mean,
doesn't the average woman have like 4.5 liters of blood in their body or something? I forget.
Yeah, I think it's like
men have like 5.5. I think on average.
It's around there because whenever you donate blood, it's half a liter. So like if you think of those like bags when you donate, that's half a liter. Yeah. So it would be 2, 4. So it'd be like 6 of those. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of blood.
It's like it's like 5 liters for a man, so a little less for a woman. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Maybe so it's a little overkill.
It's the majority. It's the majority of your blood.
Well, I have no idea if that's what comes out, but
that's medical expertise coming out once again.
Well, also people for the last episode, people were like, and Kieran was so extra. Why is their blood like 30 feet up on those curtains?
Yes.
And I was like, well, actually, assuming that he carved her heart out while she was still alive and like cut the main aorta, the blood can shoot out about 30 feet.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much pressure the heart has, which is like really crazy. So
yeah,
it's also really graphic, but theoretically it could happen.
Come to us for more soothing bedtime facts.
I know somebody was like, how do you know that? I'm like, well, not that I've seen it happen, but that's just like when I was a cardiac nurse for years and years, and so that's just like stuff that came up in studying.
You see things.
I definitely saw things. I mean, like I had a patient who had an artery in his ankle sever, and it just happened like all of a sudden while I was in the room. And I'm telling you guys, just the laceration was only about that big, and the blood from the artery was shooting out literally onto the ceiling from the hospital bed, and that was just this tiny little artery in the leg. So if you think about the main aorta of the heart, like absolutely that could have shot out all the way up there. So feasible. Kieran is dramatic, but
yeah. And her next line kind of alludes to that, where when he's like, yeah, time for the bedroom,
time for the artist,
like great time for the artist to do his work. I was like, did they go into the fact that this man is an artist too? Because I don't think they did. I think she was just like, this is like, you've seen plenty of murders like this, you know exactly how to make it look.
Oh yeah, that's true. And like I don't think it would have come up in conversation that like Kieran draws.
Yeah, but I was just like, she low-key alludes to his true passion in life. Nice.
Unless she like went into Kieran's whole background while he went to go get the heart. Like he was a street painter, but he got kidnapped and now he's the PH.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you my entire life story that I haven't even told Lauren. Let's go.
Right. You know, my thing that I noticed in this panel was the bed is really cool, but it's like completely made. And they're like, there were signs of a struggle. Not from the bed covers. I guess maybe afterwards they
did. It was like the sheets were all pulled
out. He probably like mussed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lauren says, and time for us to go. So I guess she and Darcy left earlier and left Kieran alone, which I wouldn't have done. I would have been scared for him to be discovered or something. So
it's Kieran.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got this.
Yeah, so
he's broken into mansions several times at this point. He's experienced.
And that was that.
What?
Yeah, and that's the episode. And we have our creator's note. The fact that F also didn't know if they should break in or knock on Nira's door, so she wrote in the script that I should choose whatever makes more sense. LOL.
I love that F wrote that in. Like she was probably writing the script and was like, wait, what? We haven't encountered this situation before.
I love moments like that where it's like when you're writing something and you're just like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, oh, I can say like allude to the fact that I don't know what to do. Like I remember I was writing something once and like I wrote one character saying this comment and I was like, how would she respond to this? I don't know. I was like, oh, I could just say that she doesn't know how to respond to this. Like
Nice.
easy.
Just tie this straight in.
Love when that works out like that.
Oh, this is awesome. This episode. It
was so good. It was everything we wanted and more.
Right.
Really.
I got what I saw in
like
we finally
got the Lauren covering herself up. We finally got it from SoapStream. We've been waiting for so long. Now we know. Can answer so many questions. But like like what's gonna happen from here? Like what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, he's dead will happen.
No, I think the next step, honestly, like Bella is going to go looking for Kieran, I think is the next thing. I think that's the most immediate thing that would happen. And once she like, you know, goes from being emotionally destroyed to angry again, as you do when you're grieving. I also like I don't think this is gonna happen immediately, but Lauren, please tell Will that his fake girlfriend is not dead. Please need this boy to like get some clarity, and even though that might cause stuff with their friendship and like some issues later down the line, sooner the better, please.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna get like a continuation of that next episode, like after Will ran out. I wonder if we're gonna get some kind of continuation of like how he reacts and what he does. Like, does he go to his father? Does he try to find Raphael? Does he do both? You know, I feel like Will has been far too much of a side character. Like I've been theorizing that he's gonna have like a massive break at some point, and I think it's coming up.
Yeah. I hope so. He needs that release.
He's got a lot of plot things going on right now that we haven't really touched on recently. But obviously, like, you know, we've been dealing with other stuff, but it's like that's been set up to come into play now. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm also excited to see like Kim come into play more now that she's out of the hospital.
Yes, please give us our Kim.
Yeah, because like I feel like Will has so many kind of like interwoven threads now with what's going on, but I feel like Kim kind of doesn't.
Right.
She's got the history with Dana and everything, but I don't know. I guess like just with the current plot, she's not tied in too much other than just being like Lauren's best friend. So I'm curious to see like how she's going to be more involved if that happens.
Yeah, when her brain will start being used for loon purposes.
Yeah.
So awesome. Eclipse.
Yeah. So what was everyone's favorite panel?
Favorite panel?
Is it like it technically, if we're going by like just favorite panel in general, I have to pick the one that was from the other episode that they put in this one.
I know. Well, that one,
but that's cheating.
But I think that was my favorite panel from that episode.
It is an amazing panel, but like for the sake of being fair, it's probably going to be another Kieran panel because I'm nothing if not.
Because we are nothing if not predictable.
But honestly, I'm loving just Mira running around this room in this beautiful skirt, and she's looking so happy.
She looks
great. Honestly. The one where she's talking about like, yeah, I know that like not my first assassin. It's just like, oh girly, we know. She just looks so pleased with herself in this. I don't know.
Like I just love that she's so excited. She's like, my life is finally starting.
Yes, such excitement.
How about you, Mindy?
So many good ones, but I think maybe this one, the one where she's in bed and he's looking at her. It's just so intimate and funny, and Kieran looks so innocent and boyish here. Like he's never like that. He just looks like such a sweetie pie. He looks so young.
The smirk in this one.
Oh yes. I said this in the Discord, but I was just like, I'm really living for the fact that we have Kieran in like full PH gear and like PH mode, but he's like the dorkiest he's ever been. Like
the character progression we've been waiting for.
So cute.
And what about you, Lily?
I think mine is the one where he creeps out and says, "Hey, Nayra, we are loon." I love that one. I got chills from that panel, like saying that they're loon again, and like they're a team. And of course, he looks hot as always, and he's got
both hot. God,
they're both hot. They're all hot. Everybody's hot.
Yeah.
But I just loved that. I just loved that introduction of like him coming in and just being like, all right, here we go. Like another person is my identity. Like we're gonna roll with it.
For my people who've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's very high Zuko hair, like that. Where it's just like, don't know how to introduce myself. I've been the bad guy this whole time. Let's just be like, hi. Like, love the vibes. Same vibes. Love it.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh, this was awesome. I'm happy. It's great. Yes. It's not that often we get an episode.
I'm probably gonna go reread it again.
Same.
Yeah.
As I get ready for bed, I'm probably gonna reread it again. So good.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining. I'm so happy that we were able to like say, yes, everything we wanted came true and our predictions were all right.
I know, but I'm still a little like everything has still been going too well.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for I'm still waiting for I mean, maybe not going so great for Bella at the moment, but that's easily fixable. It's just communication. But like I'm like, when is shit gonna hit the fan?
It'll get there. I have no worries that PH will, not provide that for us.
I mean, it will. I'm just and I'm in like eternal anticipation.
I think that's the point. But like, yeah, I can be a bit like, just like, when's it gonna happen? And you just kind of like, our anticipation is just based on having to wait every week. People get to binge this. I was so lucky, but also I like being able to wait. Lets me think about the episodes.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. Yeah. Like it's fun doing the analyzing and the discussion every week, but I did get to binge seasons 1 and 2, and it was a damn delight. So
nice. Yeah.
For awesome. People that get to binge this all 3.
All 4 when it's all done. Imagine that. Like,
oh my gosh, yes. Could you imagine?
To buy the episodes on Daily Pass because I only began fast passing this season. So I'm like, I got 2 seasons. I need to like buy now so I could have them forever.
Well, maybe a book one day.
Book music.
I know. I thought this one had music for some reason. I just clicked it too fast. I thought there was a music note, and then I kept waiting for music.
But yeah, music. I just like music adds so much. I love the music.
Me too.
Most of the last ones have had music, so
yeah, we've had a good run of ones with music lately.
Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't fall asleep on this podcast, but I am getting here, so I will end it.
Honestly, Mindy, I was like,
high five, Mindy. Good for you. That being said, it is bedtime, so
yes. Yeah. I'm probably not even. Yeah, it's just straight to bed. I have to really like bed, wake up early tomorrow, and do the editing tomorrow. All right. Well, thanks so much. This was fantastic, Lillian Bundin. I will see you very shortly.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bonne nuit.
Thank you to my current patrons: Susie, Lady Libris, Lily, Molly, Veronica, Emily, Jo Rochelle, Saucy Toggles, Anne Rose, Alexa, Misty, Joanne, Esther, and 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗎𝗄, Emily, Jean, Jen, Kay, Lily, Beckett, Christine, Sadie, Teresa, Mrs. Castaldo, and 𝗏𝗏𝗱𝗏. Your support is truly appreciated.